A very good morning and welcome to our Childhood Obesity Forum. I am Nur Adi Shazan bin Nur Azli, will be the host for this forum. Today we are here to discuss the issue about childhood obesity here in Malaysia. It is one of the biggest health problems facing by the children nowadays. We hope this forum will be your source of good information about your health. According to our Health Minister, YB Khalid Jamaluddin, 1.7 million Malaysians below the age of 18 were obese, and this put Malaysia sixth in the obesity rankings for Asia. What we are going to do to overcome the obesity program? For our forum today, we have with us Ahmad Taufik Iqbal bin Khalid, Ahmad Fakr Nazmi bin Abdul Hamid, and last but not least, Muhammad Alif Aiman bin Muhammad Hanis. Thanks for coming. So, Mr. Taufik, what is the factors cause childhood obesity?
The main factor which cause childhood obesity is food. People take too much of unhealthy food, and most of the children will not have the time to take a good breakfast at home. The children have to take their breakfast in the school canteen that sells nasi lemak and noodles. We made our children to eat the wrong food for breakfast at the school canteen because they have to go to school very early in the morning.
In your opinion, what is a good breakfast actually?
In my opinion, I think a good breakfast is to have fruits or fruit juice, such as apples, bananas, oranges, or papayas, as our main drink in the early morning. Fruit juice will clean and nourish our body, and it helps to stabilize the acidic and alkaline balance in our body. We should have food that contain proteins such as half-boiled eggs, baked beans, roasted chicken, lamb, or beef. We should have food that contain fiber such as cereals, oats, and cornflakes. With meat, we can have toasted brown bread spread with honey or fruit jam. And in addition, that we may have a green tea with no honey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with you. We Malaysians are actually taking wrong breakfast. Nowadays, we need to do our things as quickly as we cook, and everything we have to do as fast as possible. We ignore our breakfast because we have to be early at work. We start at 7:30 a.m. or we wake up early. We wake up very late in the morning and we have no time for breakfast. Because of this both parents and children are having their breakfast at school and office canteen. Then what do they eat at the canteen? Whatever is available at the canteen, nasi lemak and noodle, teh tarik and hot coffee for a drink. Very few Malaysians are having breakfast at home. And if they do, they will eat either nasi lemak, noodle, or fried food with onion and ikan bilis. We have to admit that most Malaysians are not having good food for their breakfast and eating the wrong food for their breakfast. At the school and office canteen is one of the major reasons why we are not very productive either at school or in the offices.
In my opinion, obesity is also caused by wrong lifestyle. Wrong lifestyle are caused by our wrong belief and mental outlook. When we have wrong belief and mental outlook, we will have wrong lifestyle. Because of wrong lifestyle, we have both emotional and physical stress. Stress causes us to take more carbohydrate and sugar in our diets. With food that contain more carbohydrate and sugar, we tend to be calmer. School children who are experiencing stress will like to eat more food that contain sugar and carbohydrate, such as ice cream, chocolate, nasi lemak, and carbonate drinks. When we take foods that contain more sugar and carbohydrate, such as nasi lemak, and one time the body will produce more insulin at a time. The greater amount of insulin produced will cause the extra sugar in the body to be quickly converted into glucose and stored in the body, and because of this less or no sugar can be taken to the brain. When our brain do not receive sufficient amount of sugar, we tend to be sleepy and lose our concentration. It is true that it is not good for our children to take food that contain plenty of sugar and carbohydrate for their breakfast. It is very important for our children to take breakfast in the early morning before they go to school.
Thank you, Mr. Nazmi. So, Mr. Taufik, do you think the parents are aware of the obesity issue?
From my point of view, I get to know that the parents are not clear on what they have to do. There are no behavior changes, taking nasi lemak as their breakfast and taking a large amount of sugary and carbonated drink almost every day. On the other hand, working parents are offering outside food which contain more unhealthy ingredients for their children.
I agree with you, Mr. Topek. Some parents even award fast food for their children's success. Actually, home is the best place to start promoting a healthier environment for children. Parents should expose their children with healthy food by feeding them more vegetables and fruit.
How is it possible, sir? If the parents themselves are not eating vegetable and fruits, parents are their model. The children will imitate whatever the parents do so. If they saw their father and mother eating more vegetable and fruits, more likely, eating more vegetable and fruits, more likely the child will follow their footsteps. For them, their parents are like their hero.
That's a good point. But there is another important point that I would like to add on. Parents should involve their children in planning and preparing healthy meals. Take them to market and grocery shopping so that they will learn how to make healthy food choices, and beside that, ask them to help while preparing food like washing and cutting the vegetables and fruits.
Yes, sir. Food is the main reason for obesity, especially junk food. Many of the junk food have a high content of sugar, salt, and fat, as well as artificial flavoring, and the dangers of children relying on junk food may cause low nutritional value. Major concerns have been raised about the health of an entire generation. Mr. Alif, can you tell us why the children are so keen with the junk food?
It is undeniable. The children love junk food very much. Advertisers and manufacturers of the junk food face the most criticism for their marketing plays, such as including toys with their products and placing advertisements during children's television programs. Advertising of food high in fat, sugar, salt has a direct effect on children wanting and eating these unhealthy foods, which lead to obesity. From a survey by advertising fatty and sugary food, they earn around 100 million ringgit per year, and consumer associations have repeatedly called for ban in junk food promotion.
Here, I would like to share about the survey we had done recently with primary school children. About healthy diet, a boy named Saiful said, "Pizza is my favorite. If my mother makes dinner, I don't like it, so I just order a delivery to my house." There is a girl who say, "I usually skip breakfast because I don't have the appetite for anything early in the morning, so I will just grab some candy bars to munch if I feel hunger before recess." This show how they love unhealthy food. Parents should set some guideline for the time spent by the children for sedentary activities such as watching television and playing computer or video games with junk food in their hand. They will forget about sweet but only aircon condition with junk food on the table. This will lead them to overweight and obese.
Well, that was a good one. As parents, we should play important role in feeding the children and educate them with healthy food. Maintaining healthy Maintaining healthy weight has a lot to do with food and also the right amount of exercises. Are they getting enough exercise in school and at home?
From my opinion, we now spend less time physically active during school as well as there, there has been an immense change over the years in children's entertainment, from physical or outdoor activities to indoor video games and television. To further compound this problem, there are not many safe or conducive places to play or active outdoors, especially in urban areas. To curb obesity among children, the entire family must lead an active lifestyle. That I would like to recommend that parents should exercise with their children daily. Plan for family activities such as cycling, walking, jogging, or just washing up, and that can keep the children at home.
So, as you say, unhealthy diet and lack of exercise causes life-threatening disease too. Before we end our forum, I would like to ask, what are the steps should be taken to overcome childhood obesity?
So then I would like to give some suggestions about creating a brand awareness and understanding about the body measurements as a guide to our health. Body mass index BMI should be listed in the report. The health minister also is recommending people to know their BMI. I think the campaign should aim for more practical and easier measurements for people to understand and relate to. BMI also is useful for doctors and professionals to specify and advise the patient accordingly.
As parents, we should play important role in feeding the children. We should closely monitor that what goes in our kids' tummy. No doubt there are some mothers who love to cook and feed the whole family with great food. Thus, we shall have to eat healthy food by the food pyramid in order to promote a healthy lifestyle and eating nutritious food. We as parents has to start first. Cook homemade food instead of buying outside or fast food. Bring along children to exercise. And children are good observer. They imitate what we do. At the same time, allow junk food only once a month in a small quality, not a daily food.
That's true, Mr. Taufik. Small hawkers selling junk food near the school area should be prohibited. Also, children need to undergo fitness tests and parents together with their children should involve in different kinds of outdoor activities and exercise.
Thank you, sir. So, we hope from our discussion today, our community will be aware of the childhood obesity. We also hope we will definitely solve the problems or at least reduce the childhood obesity level in Malaysia. Prevention is better than cure, right? So thank you very much to our panelists for sharing opinion and information with us. That's all for our topic today. I am your host Nur Adi Shazwan signing off. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.